Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're well and eating good. Today I have a delicious fish recipe for you guys, grilled tilapia, which I ate on my previous mukbang. Super easy, so let's get right in. First you'll need, of course, a big piece of fish. I'm using tilapia because I love the flavor. It's great for grilling. You just want to make sure it's cleaned. I'm using it whole, but you can use fillets. You can use salmon, trout, sea bass, whatever you like. I just like tilapia. Then I have aromat, some onion, loads of garlic, ginger, some sweet peppers, as well as some chili and scotch bonnet. Scotch bonnet really gives it a good flavor. However, if you don't like spice, you can skip it out, of course. It's really up to you. Just use whatever you have. And then some spring onions, which you need a lot of. You also want some salt to taste. I didn't actually use this stock cube. I thought I would, but I didn't, so that's just there. Some fish sauce. I'll have all the info about that in my blog post. Oil, pepper, black pepper, and some sugar for balance. And then a food processor to grind everything down in, or a blender, whatever you have. So you just really, it's so straightforward. You put everything into the food processor, the chilies, the ginger, the garlic, the spring onions, scotch bonnet, everything, half an onion. And then you want to put the fish sauce in as well. This is pretty salty in itself. It smells disgusting to some people, but it has awesome flavor. And then you want to put in some vegetable oil. I have the measurements in my blog post, so please check that out. As well as some sugar. This isn't to make it sweet, it's just to balance out the saltiness and the spiciness. It's all about balance here, guys, okay? And then you just want to grind that down to a rough kind of chunky paste. You don't want it to be completely smooth. You do want to get bits of ginger in there, bits of garlic, but you know, just get it to a rough paste, just like this as you see it here. That's why I use a food processor for this and not a blender, but if that's all you have, just use it and pulse it instead of blend. Okay, so here you have the marinade. You can use this on chicken, beef, fish, prawns, noodles. I use this on noodles a lot, guys. It's awesome. It's really versatile. So now I do season with a bit of black pepper, not too much depending on how spicy it is. I just took a smell, and then I also add a sprinkle of salt because the fish sauce is pretty salty. Sorry about the oil on my hand there. I don't put too much salt, just to bring out the flavors really. And then give that a stir, okay, and you just want to set that aside. Next, we're going to get our fish and just pat it dry. I've cleaned the inside, cut off all the fins. You can use whatever fish you like, guys, but tilapia really works here, and it's a Nigerian, I would say it's kind of Nigerian, so tilapia is really big, for Nigerians, Africans, whoever. Then I cut slits into the fish. This is so it cooks evenly, and two, so all the flavor can get into the flesh, okay? You just don't cut it all the way down, just to the bone, as you can see there. Get a sharp knife and just make 3 slits depending on how big your fish is. If you're using boneless fish, do the same thing as well, but it will take much shorter to cook. I do recommend cooking on the bone because it's just so much flavor, okay? And then you want to season lightly with salt and pepper. Yes, there is seasoning in the marinade, but you do want to season the skin so that flavor penetrates both the skin and inside the fish. Make sure you get the insides too. Then we're going to rub it with some oil. This will prevent it from sticking and catching when we grill it. I'm just baking mine really, so it's just about making the marinade, seasoning, oiling, and then throw it in the oven and forgetting about it. If you do have a grill, it's awesome if you could do this outside, but I'm just using my oven. And so because I'm going to use, I made more marinade than I need, I'm spooning it over the fish to avoid like cross-contamination. So if you do make more like I did, just spoon it over, rub it in. I'm using my fingers, and I know there's chilies in here, but I'm not afraid. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Watch your eyes, make sure you wash your hands. But if you are scared, wear gloves or just use a spoon or a brush. Make sure you get it in all the crevices, get it inside, spoon it in. If you don't plan to use your marinade for anything, you can just pour it on, but I'm going to save the rest and use it for like some noodles or something later. Make sure you get all the sides, rub it all in, okay? Guys, this smells absolutely amazing, and this is pretty much all you have to do, okay? You can choose to marinate this for a couple hours, but because the aromatics are so strong in flavor, over, I don't marinate it. I just cook it straight away. And so I put it on a baking sheet that I've lined with parchment and foil, and I've cut holes into it like a barbarian so that the heat can kind of circulate the fish and it doesn't become soggy. And then you just want to put any leftover marinade right over the fish, and that's it, guys. Put it in the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes, depending on how big your fish is. Just make sure it's cooked at 200 degrees, and it's done. Okay. I was so hungry I forgot to take an end video, but this is the finished product. I just garnished it with some chilies, served with broccoli and potatoes, and that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.